Hello, my beautiful Aries. Welcome back to Queen Cup Tarot. I am just shuffling up right now, catching a vibe, burning some frankincense, getting ready to do your October 2020 tarot readings. For those that are new, welcome. It's a privilege and honor to read for you, connect with you, and ascend with you, because that's what we all do over here, Angel Gang Gang. That's the whole purpose of this platform, is to ascend together. Please like, share, subscribe. It is much appreciated. But for the usual suspects, you guys already know the deal. I hope you guys are doing well, feeling good going into the last quarter of this year. It is crunch time. It is go time. It is the last quarter kind of energy, okay? The last opportunity, the last phase of something. It is crunch time is what I am hearing. But yeah, I hope you guys are doing well. And I just want to thank you guys for all your likes, shares, subscribes, for completely selling out the store. All right, so for those that timestamp the reading, please continue to do so. I'm just going to do a couple of announcements. The frankincense store is now back up and stocked, okay? Just being really realistic, guys, I don't know if I'm able yet to just maintain stock in the store. I have 5 times the amount. There's over 100 pounds of frankincense on the store to sell to you guys, so it shouldn't sell out in a day, but I'm going to have to sell the frankincense to you guys in these phases, okay? So be patient with me, but like I said, the store is stocked now, and then we'll be restocked again, Lord willing, for the Christmas season, okay? So yeah, go ahead, buy your frankincense. There's burners. I did stock them with those brass burners that you guys like. They're a bit heavier, but they don't get as hot, and they have a handle so that you can walk around your house with them. The little porcelain jars, I only have a few of those ones left, and I'm not going to get those because they actually broke for a few people, and I had to resend them back to them with like triple the bubble wrap. So anyways, I'm not going to bore you guys with the administrative details. Just wanted to let you guys know that the store is back open at www.queencup.ca, okay? For those that want weekly and daily content, if you really feel like you vibe with the content here and me, myself as the reader, then definitely check out Patreon, all right, where we get very in-depth to the energies that we end up talking about in all the monthlies, all right? So breaking those energies down throughout the month to get a really clear understanding of them going into the new moon, or at least that's kind of been the cycle I've been on. So yeah, then there's that. And then, yeah, I think we can get right into your reading, Aries. The downloads that I got was crunch time and preparing for the worst and hoping for the best. The problem is some of you guys were a little bit more prepared for the worst, and it's because of your lack of faith and actual hope about the best case scenario. Some of you guys are walking away from something because you don't have hope. It's just you guys being ready for the worst case scenario, but lacking the hope for the best. If this is in the workplace, okay, that whole prepared for the worst, hoping for the best is applying to something that occurred. So some of you guys, something occurred and you're hoping that your boss believes you. You might have been accused of something, or you might be hoping for another chance after something that you might have fucked up something in the workplace and you're hoping for another chance. Or somebody might have lied on you, you're hoping, or something occurred and you're hoping your boss sees and understands or believes your side of the story. Or this could be surrounding some kind of change. There could have been change in leadership and you're hoping that what was promised to you is honored, but you are prepared if it's not. So some of you guys are hoping that things work out in a current employer, but you are prepared if you do have to make a move. That's how I'm seeing that in the workplace. If it's with regards to relationship, what I am feeling is that you guys are hoping for the best because you guys reconciled with your partner. So I'm not getting like some long 10-year reconciliation. No, I mean, I'm a couple who might have gone like separated themselves within a connection, like in a relationship. So they didn't really break up. And if they did, it was temporary. I think the hoping for the best is in coming together, hoping that the efforts that these people put in are going to make the relationship work, but both or one person is prepared to walk away from the relationship, meaning they're prepared for the worst case scenario, meaning the relationship can't get to where they want it to be, or they can't overcome issues, or they can't reestablish trust or whatever. So that's what I'm getting for relationships. If this is with regards to like a group of people outside of the workplace, this could be something you guys are trying to do. Some of you and your friends might have put some money into something and you're hoping that it turns out, but you're prepared if it doesn't. This could be financial, trying to create a safety net, a savings, preparing for the worst case scenario, even though you are hoping that it doesn't occur. Coming out of hermit mode, hermit in reverse. Yeah, so, and then there's crunch time, where some of you guys are this energy of get out of my way. Get out of my way and move. That is perfect Aries energy. That is in the nature. The Aries in you wants people to get out of the way so you can do what you believe is best to do because you are a leader. Move. Either do something or move. This is the energy I'm feeling. Aries, I am fucking high off of your reading. And I know I get all like amped up for the Aries, but my moon is in Aries and I think there's like a full moon in Aries coming or some shit. I feel it, man. And I'm tapped into this energy. More not so much prepared for the worst, hope for the best. I mean, I think I live my life that way, but more so with regards to like this leadership, crunch time, let's go, get out of my way type energy. I also feel like you're looking at people, and I think your patience, Aries, is running a little bit low. So you're looking at people, very Emperor energy, and are saying, if you can't come up with a solution, then you're part of the problem. That's what I see Aries saying. It's again, that get out of my way. If you're not coming with a solution, then you're part of my problem and I'm going to have to bulldoze past you or push you out of my way. There seems like a bit of like are you in alignment? No, move. And be careful, collective, because that's very good energy, but certain things require a little bit more of a delicacy that the Ram energy, when Aries is in their authentic leadership, doesn't necessarily have. So that's needing to balance out your raw energy and your Isis energy. That raw energy being push, get out of my way, create, do, and then that Isis energy having compassion for maybe people who can't respond as quickly, or they have purpose, but it's more discreet, or it's more subtle in nature, but just as valuable in purpose, if this is making any sense. Okay, but let's get into prayer, all right, guys? So you can channel the download started, and then a couple of minutes later we did the prayer. Okay, Father God, Holy Spirit, ancestors, guardian angels, thank you for rising me up out of my bed this morning, and thank you for connecting me with the collective every day. Right now, please allow me to communicate clearly with the collective sign of Aries, the messages that are in their greatest good, surrounding the material abundance, sustenance, the relationships closest to them, their personal ascension and development, and any other messages that you deem worthy at this time. Thank you, Father God, Holy Spirit, ancestors, guardian angels, for everything you do for me and the collective on a regular, all the healing energy, the support, the love, the guidance, the protection. We are nothing without it, and we are nothing without you. So glory be to the Most High forever and ever. Amen. Some of you guys are going to create massive impact in your companies, in your workplaces, in your homes, in your industries, in your social groups in this last quarter. I can feel it. It's the Ram. It's the Ram. Woo! It's giving me chills, boy. I love that energy. I fucking love that energy. It's my favorite fire energy, Aries. Yeah, Leo and Sag is cool, but the Ram. I fucking love the Ram. If you actually watch animal documentaries, they're incredibly intelligent. They're emotional, but they have a lot of personality. But when it's go time, holy fuck. You got the drool, the snot, they're scraping the fucking ground. Like, they're so intense, and I love that, right? I love that intensity. And who better to appreciate it than Leo? No, than the other fire signs, right? Anyways, a lot of impact. I see you guys creating positive impact. Whoa, the sun and the moon. What just happened there? That was crazy. And the sun's gone. I saw the sun and then the moon. Some of you guys created massive impact, meaning you made a big turnaround in your environment, your lifestyle. You created a lot of change. Okay, you impacted yourself. So it was obvious, it was evident to people looking into your life that you've impacted yourself because of all the change that has occurred, that you made happen. That impact collective is now going to be pushed externally. So you have been equipped and have learned how to go into mission to create actual impact, not just talking about it and slapping your fucking shellac acrylics on your phone tablets. I mean, really creating impact with your gifts, your abilities, your experiences, and what you're doing on the ground floor in your lives, the people around you, right? There are people who will try to create impact on social media and then completely neglect their nucleus family, friends, and community and not create any impact there. So this is going within and then putting without. And some of you guys didn't know how much the internal work and impact that you were creating in your life within your individuality was going to equip you and how it was going to make you create impact externally to you. It's pretty remarkable, Aries. The energy in your reading is profound. It feels like it's your turn, Aries. Okay? But I just feel like some of my Aries are a little bit on the lower vibrational side, and that is anticipation of the worst and lack of faith and hope for the best. This is what this is. So this is needing to balance it out, because you can't just be optimistic and then not be prepared. Like, this is the yin and the yang, right? So this is you balancing out pessimism and optimism, doubt and faith, fuck. Anyways, let's see though with the cards. The energy feels fantastic, Aries. I love it. The rain, it's raining, but it feels like purification. The Two of Swords. I feel like this energy was past energy, because I feel like this was the energy you're coming out of, which is why Aries is now telling people to get out of their way. Because I think you were kind of indecisive and you didn't know. I was getting the Knight of Swords energy from this deck, and that Knight of Swords energy is like yielding this sword. I feel like now you are able to take actions because you know what to do and you have an internal truth that you can hold on to. When before you were way too indecisive to take any leadership role in a situation, in your life, in career, whatever. Even in relationship, you didn't know what actions to take to create impact. You were unsure of even if this relationship could work, if there was a future. Now there's some kind of clarity, so there's actions being taken. Communications, conversations. Let's see what else. The Three of Wands. I'm using the Money Tarot by Eugene Vininsky. Haven't used this one in a while. First cards out, Two of Swords, Three of Wands, Five of Swords, and then the Four of Wands. And I love when the divine does this to me because I do things like color code and I look at things like patterns. So the divine created a pattern for me. Do you see that? They created a pattern for me. It was actually like this. See? Green, blue, green, blue. Swords, wands, swords, wands. Now let me try to figure out what it means. Okay, no, this is good. I actually want to pull two more cards because I don't feel like the story's finished. This is what I meant. This was past energy. It could be right now, but this was that indecisiveness. So making preparations, but not necessarily taking any actions. Right? And then clarity comes in and then actions are taken, which is where the alignment comes in. So some of you guys didn't know how to align yourself for what it is that you want. And it looked like what was stopping you was this Five of Swords energy. So there are conflicts that you guys have been through with people that negatively impact how you proceed the future, how you look at the future. You see how he's pointing forward, but he's on a battlefield. So it's like, what's the mind frame of this person when they pointing and looking towards the future? It's not good. So there is a need to overcome, forgive, heal in order to align yourself. And this is where there's more hope about the future instead of you needing to prepare for the inevitable destruction and disappointment and whatever. Somebody also feels like somebody is keeping something. Some of you are telling me in the ethers that someone's trying to sabotage your efforts. But you're not sure. So you don't want to address them. You don't want to ask anybody. You're not sure, but your instincts are telling you that somebody is trying to do something to sabotage your efforts. So there's you making preparations, and then there's somebody trying to sabotage your efforts. That's what you're telling me. You need to trust your instincts. If somebody is trying to sabotage you, then you're probably like, you would have intuitive knowledge of that. There would also be logical, like things that could, signs that would show that. Now, if there are no signs and you have nothing to grasp on, then this very well could be a fear from the past of people not being on your side and working against you and not with you. Some of you are pushing people away, and you're not bringing the people that you need to help you do certain things, Four of Wands, because you are perpetuating this narrative and this dialogue that people aren't for you, they're against you. That people don't want to see you win, they rather see you lose. And if you let anybody get close, all they're going to do is try to take what's yours, push you down. It's stopping you from coming into union with people because you don't trust them. The Knight of Cups. You don't trust somebody. You don't trust somebody. The Page of Cups. The Six of Cups. Some of you are like they've been lying since they were a kid. Some of you guys don't believe somebody, but it's, you need to trust your instincts. To like you know somebody well enough to know that they're lying. I don't know what this is. Yeah. Stress, Nine of Swords, and the Six of Cups. Somebody could be somebody is preparing to come towards you, collective, but they are very stressed about what your response will be. Like how you'll handle them, how you'll deal with them. For some of you, somebody that you had some kind of conflict with, you are going to cross paths with them in some kind of professional setting, and they are so afraid that you are going to expose them because you know it's a conflict, a personal conflict that you had with somebody that is going to be resurfaced because you now find out you're working with them, you see them somewhere, and they're looking at you like this person knows me in a way that other people around me here don't know me. If that makes any sense, collective. Somebody is afraid that you are gonna expose something about their past. Fuck. What the hell is this? I don't know. It's just those rainy days, spend a lifetime trying to wash away. When the sun comes and I see your face, smile at me. All of those rainy days. I love that song. What is that? Mary J. Blige and Ja Rule. Somebody wants you to get over something. Yeah, somebody wants you to get over something. They want to balance the scales, but I don't think they want to balance the scales, collective. I think they just want you to balance the scales within yourself, i.e. get over something. So somebody wants you to get over something that they're not trying to help you heal over. So if this could be somebody who actually hurt you, but if you guys are in a relationship, there could be somebody who wants you to heal from some past shit you've been through, but they're not trying to help. Like they're not being patient, they're not being understanding, like, you know what I mean? So it's like, okay, easier said than done. Maybe some of you guys aren't ready to go into a relationship because you are still struggling with some past shit, and you are maybe codependently hoping that a future partner help you with that, and they don't want to. Like somebody is expecting you to be healed from something already. Yeah, some of you are coming into a new relationship, but this person doesn't seem to have a lot of tolerance for wounds that you acquired with people before them. So if you're crying about ex-partners, you might feel like they don't care what you went through. I don't know. That seemed kind of strange. Like, somebody definitely doesn't want to hear you talking about your exes and shit, or they might feel like what you've been through with your ex makes you like you're too like wounded. I don't know. I don't know now. The Star, that speaks of healing, needing healing. Somebody's going to come back into union with their children. Somebody might have lost temporary custody. Looks like they're going to get custody back. Like I said, that hoping for the best and preparing for the worst. Some of you guys were prepared to lose custody of your children, but were hoping for the best. You guys really need to ground yourself in the hope for the best, because that was what that energy was. But I was getting it in the workplace of like hoping that somebody believes you or sees your side and understands you, right? But then prepared if that's not the case. Some of you are going through court surrounding children. That's where this stress is. It's surrounding court, surrounding home and custody of children, where they'll stay, where they'll live, where they'll go to school, things like that. Somebody's fighting for full custody, but they don't even want full custody of their kids. So they're going to gain full custody possibly and then lose it after about 6 months, because they essentially are leaving the children in the care of somebody else. So this could be somebody who fights for custody only to leave their kids with their mother or their father or somebody all the time, or with a babysitter all the time. So I do see somebody winning custody and then losing it, and that's only if they were fighting narcissistically for custody, not in the best interest of their children. They were doing it for control over the schedule. I don't know what this is about now. I want to move on. 2 of Cups and the Magician. That speaks of manifesting, partnership, manifesting. This is a partnership to try to get something done. This could be some of you guys feeling like you need help with something that you're working on. You need to start getting people involved. You can't do it alone anymore. You don't want to do it alone anymore. Some of you guys are single and new parents, and I don't think you have a lot of family support. There's the Knight of Swords. I don't think you have a lot of family support. It's somebody who needs to really look for support. I'm tapping into somebody who's really alone right now. The Sun, yes. Somebody's really alone. Either way, this Knight of Swords, again, is coming in as, I feel like some of you Aries are going to respond very harshly to somebody who is trying to sully your name, sabotage you. You were indecisive, and now you're not. So now you're really sure, and now you're going to communicate. If Aries was quiet, Aries is speaking up now. If Aries was stagnant, Aries is about to make some moves. Why? Because the only reason why Aries was quiet and stagnant is because Aries wasn't sure what they wanted to do and which direction to go in, or what efforts, where to put their efforts. So there had to have been some internal clarity and reflection. And then I'm pretty sure we saw the Hermit come in reverse, which means somebody is coming out of that internal reflection and is now on the go. And I feel like it's you, Aries. I feel like it's an explosion. I feel like it's a very harsh response. I feel like Aries is really going after what it is that they want aggressively. So again, this energy of get out of my way. And where is Aries going? Towards the 3 of Pentacles. So towards a new group of people, towards a project. Somebody could be waiting for you, Aries. Look. So some of you guys could be saying, get out of my way, because somebody's waiting for you. You see that? And you're like, I don't have a lot of time. I got to get to this person before they get up and leave. So it looks like, Aries, you might be a little bit late to something and you know it. That's why you're moving really quickly towards something and telling people to get out of your way. You don't want anybody to waste your time or distract you, because you need to get somewhere before you lose something, somebody's attention. You don't want somebody to rescind their offer. Somebody might have offered you something, and if you are late enough, they'll take it back, or it'll no longer be available to you. So there looks like, Aries, you're trying to make it here. Somebody's waiting and they're tired of waiting on you. Yeah, someone's definitely done waiting. Someone's also ignoring the drama. Like for some of you, somebody discussed with people what it is that they are going to do. So they planned some kind of attack on you, some kind of, It's really funny, Aries. I'm tapping into, for some of you, somebody plot and plan some kind of scam, some kind of something to embarrass you, some kind of setup. And these people, okay, are so useless that they can't even manifest this. They didn't even make it on time to the scam. They didn't make it on time to whatever low vibrational thing it was they were trying to do. Like, they missed their own boat. Like, I don't know what that is. This energy just made a turn. These readings are going to be a little shorter. Okay, they're going to be a little bit more specific, but they are going to be a little bit shorter. All right, so we're going to pull a couple more cards and then wrap. All right. The Eight of Cups and the Queen of Swords. Some of you are being so cold to someone they don't even recognize you. Some of you are ready to let somebody go for life, and they cannot believe that you are willing to let them go. They're telling you that you're cold. But what made the Queen of Swords cold? It was the painful journey of the sword suit. Been to the Seven of Swords, been there, done that. This Queen of Swords energy here has had enough and is telling somebody you can go. This is telling somebody goodbye for life. Somebody is telling somebody goodbye for life. Queen of Pentacles. This is a bit of a cold energy, emotionally detached energy. Yeah. Some of you guys are really clear about what it is that you want now. This is a doubling up. So this is what I mean about the impact, right? Because the Ten of Pentacles speaks of your mission and the ultimate impact that you will leave here when you leave, your legacy. And a lot of you guys went from creating no impact, not even into your own lives, to creating impact in your own life to get you out of the Five of Pentacles, only for it to put you in alignment with the Ten of Pentacles, which is where you create that impact outside of yourself. You create a footprint, you create impact that resonates here on earth long after you're gone. Positive impact. So I just see a lot of Aries in the last 3 months of the year making a lot of changes in jobs, in your lives, in other people's lives, collective. Some people are going to come to you and communicate to you how much you have helped them grow, change, what you did for them in the couple of weeks, months past, or years past, put them in a position to come out of the Five of Pentacles and be more in alignment for the 10. It's funny because it looks like, Aries, you guys are really consumed with work, personal endeavors. It looks like you're really focused. Some of you guys are telling me I haven't been this focused in a long time. Your karmic cycle really distracted you. It took your entire attention away from your own individual being. You guys were drawn into some really, really deep karma. And I feel like you guys are now finally really focused in reclaiming all your fragments, getting yourself on path, on mission, just focused, essentially. And that's where it looks like some of you guys manifest partnership. Or if you are already in partnership, it looks like your relationship is going to snatch your attention very, very quickly. Could be things to do with pregnancy, a need to move. If you're living with your partner, that move and that need to move could really impact the relationship. So trigger certain things, conversations, emotions, whatever. But for those of you that aren't in partnership, it looks like you manifest a relationship. But what brought this in was your seriousness about the Ten of Pentacles internally. Okay? Your optimism and hope for the best case scenario brought in the best case scenario quickly, collective. So it's not just a partnership, it's the partnership that you needed for where you're at. You guys were asking for partners, but you weren't in alignment to need a partner like that, to do those things. Why would you need an emperor to build and conquer and develop and all that shit when you aren't even in your emperor energy and you aren't in alignment to build and grow anything? Why would you need a partner that would do all that? Why would you need a partner that is loyal, stable, and emotionally available if you are none of those things yourself, collective? Right? So this is what I mean about aligning yourself for what it is that you want. There are changes that Aries brought into their life that made them a viable match for a manifestation, meaning what it was you were asking for, you created that energetic vibrational match here within your existence. And then that's why they say what's for you can't miss you, because it's like a fucking magnet. You can't miss it. It's going to draw to you and suck to you. That's why all that karma you guys worked through, you couldn't miss it if you fucking tried. You drew that karma to you like a fucking moth to a flame. Now you're a magnet, and your magnet is going to attract to you that same powerful magnetic force. And it looks like in a partner. It looks like somebody who is able to support your intensity and your impact that you're trying to create. Why? Because they have the same intensity and they have the same vision to create impact. Some of you guys really tap into your spiritual royalty because of your mission and how proud you are of what you've uncovered within yourself and your ancestry, what you've healed, but where you're moving forward. That this union is actually going to solidify the spiritual royalty that you've awakened within yourself. Why? Because this person has it too. They have unlocked their spiritual royalty. It's the part of you, your spiritual royalty is the part of you that understands why you're so important to people outside of yourself. Why they would need you. How you could help. What you could do. When you're more abundant than somebody collective, that's for a reason. It's not to showboat. It's not to rub it in their face. It's not to make people feel bad. It's to inspire. It's to help. It's to encourage. It's to support. That's what royalty is. Heavy is the head that wears the crown. Why do you think royalty is so burdened? And well, because they have the responsibility of all these human beings to provide food, to protect, to all these things. So this is when your royalty collective, many of you in this Aries reading, many of you are stepping into your royalty because you now have the capacity to protect, provide, care, and support for your entire community, a broader spectrum of people. And they're not codependent people. This is coming in kind of complicated, intense. The Five of Wands, fighting, competition, determination. You guys earned something. You guys are going in. Okay, you guys are going into November earning something. So essentially, November energy is that Scorpio death transformation energy. But the reason why you have a death and rebirth process, the reason why there'll be such a massive transformation that occurs, it's because of what you earned and what you achieved and the manifestation that you brought in to Malkut. A manifestation that you bring into your world going into November completely changes it. But it's a reflection of your transformation collective. A manifestation is coming in and is going to change your entire reality as you know it. Your living situation, even your outlook on partnership, love, sex, everything. You guys are going to be rocked. Even abundance. What's possible for you collective? Some of you guys have bunkered down into your hope and your faith, and you bring in abundance that surpasses. You bring in abundance. It doesn't surpass what you saw. You saw yourself bringing in a certain level of material abundance, but what you didn't see was how that abundance was going to transform your life. You just mustered enough love to even see yourself with it. Earning it, bringing it in, being, gifted it by your ancestors. Your ancestors led you to ancestral abundance and you found it and you brought it into earth, into your world, or you will. And then the death process occurs. And it's a beautiful transformation. It's almost like looking at a skull, but with flowers coming out of it. That was really beautiful, collective. Okay, and then we're going to wrap up. Like I said, make these a little bit shorter so I can get them all to you on time. And like I tell you guys, all readings are for you. All the readings, all signs are yours throughout the month, at least on this platform. You guys know that I see myself as all the signs. It's probably very narcissistic of me to see myself that way, but it is what it is. I'm all the signs, okay? And you guys are all the signs too. And we're going to read this one. Get grounded. Empaths, highly sensitives, connect with nature. Some of you guys need to connect with nature in unique ways, bringing nature into your home. Some of you guys need to find creative ways of having fun in nature, regardless, because some of you guys live in cold countries like me and you really pull back from nature. And we need to find ways to embrace nature in all of its elements. So if that means we need to bundle up to spend half an hour outside by a frozen creek, have a coffee or a tea or something and just chill and do that. But there is a need to still connect with nature, even if you're bringing it inside of your home. Some of you guys don't have enough nature inside of your home, plants, green, foliage, things like that. Needing to bring that into your home, at least where you sit and meditate. It really helps with that. It also helps with air quality in the home as well. All right. Okay, let's read Imrema. Where are you being called to journey? This is what I'm saying. This get out of my way energy. I feel like the collective of Aries went from not sure where they were being called to, and then became very sure. So I feel like you guys are answering this question now. And if not, then do not try to take action when you have no idea where you're being called to go. You're going to get lost. You're going to hurt someone. You're going to end up somewhere you don't want to be. Right? So allow for the Two of Swords. If you're feeling indecisive, that's not a time to take action. When you're feeling indecisive, go into the hermit mode. Go within, reflect. Because then when you come out with your lantern, it's go time. All right? And for some of you, it is go time and you're answering that question. But let's read it. Imrema. I don't like this book because of the way it's set up. Yeah, that's why I don't like this book, because it makes it very hard to find there. Divine's like, be quiet. Be patient and quiet. Okay. Where are you being called to journey? The Celtic word Imrema means a journey of the soul, a voyage of where we don't know where we are going, but our soul knows the way. If you pulled this card, you are either being called on a soul journey or are already on one. It could be to a physical ancient place or metaphoric. When we journey to places that our soul remembers, a shift takes place, both within us and to the planet as well. You are being called to journey to a place that is sacred to your soul, perhaps sacred to your soul, the Ten of Pentacles. Okay. Perhaps it's to journey to the world's most sacred sites. Or called to cross the country, climb a mountain, lie on a desert floor, or drink from an ancient well. There are places to see and old friends to meet. I see spontaneous pilgrimages in your future. If a physical voyage isn't possible, journey through the portal of your heart. Follow the invisible soul trail and be willing to explore. Maybe read a book or watch a movie about a sacred time or place, or perhaps you are being called to study an ancient lineage or body of work. Whatever your circumstances, your soul is ready to journey deep. Work your light activation. Hold the card to your heart and say, may seeds of light long ago planted begin to rise. I am ready to remember ancient secrets from lands from my soul knows from times past. May I be held by the ancient lineage that my soul has served and remember that I don't have to do it all alone. We talked about that. Right? You guys needing somebody, feeling like you were alone, but being too afraid because you're stuck between, there's some of you that are stuck between, I'm alone, but I need people. I don't want to be alone, but I don't trust people because I've been through A, B, and C's. You see how your past can create a reality that doesn't exist in present day? That all you're doing is perpetuating a sense of loneliness out of some old dialogue that you can't trust people, when really you couldn't trust people before because you weren't awakened. And you didn't trust yourself, your own intuition, when it told you about people. And then because you didn't want to hear, you had to feel. And now you feel hurt. And now you don't want to move forward to the future but you shouldn't be afraid, because if you hear, you won't have to feel. Like, do you get where I'm going? Anyways, collective, all right? This is your spread, okay? I love you guys. And like I said, the shop is back open and stocked with over 100 pounds of frankincense, so it shouldn't sell out in a day. But like I said, we are going to do the frankincense in waves and in phases, so this will be phase 2. So go to www.queencup.ca. And with personal readings, I'm going to be back on them soon, but because I'm trying to manage everything else, I'm still not open, but I will be opening them soon. Don't worry, okay? Be patient, because I know we need to get back to that one-on-one work together, all right? Because you guys know when we do personal readings, we get all up in that shit. I don't know what anybody else is doing, but we really get up. I can't say that. The high priestesses are on the ground floor, okay? The tarot community has evolved and is going to continue to evolve, and I've been seeing that for months. So to all the new readers that are really, you know, building your foundation, thank you for coming on the scene, okay? We need you guys. We appreciate you guys, and I feel more proud to be part of the tarot community, knowing that these enlightened people are making their present known, straight up. I'm not going to ruin my whole fucking Aries reading going off on a fucking tangent, man. Damn it. Anyways, shit. Whatever. Aries, I know you guys love with me. I hear you guys saying, it's fine, Queen. Just upload it. I hear you already. I'm going to. All right. But until the next time I see you, keep letting your inner angels live. And I know I kept saying it on the other readings about the fucking blue moon. I thought it was last month. So this once in a blue moon is this month. So yeah, I'm going to go live for that. I keep getting these downloads about once in a blue moon, all this shit that's once in a blue moon going to be happening to the collective. So I think that'll be interesting. But until then, take care. Mwah. Ciao. And I love you.